back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really hope that you will enjoy today's video because we will be testing out some Catrice products that are new. But before we get into that, make sure you are subscribed. Down below, make sure your little bell button is on so you can be notified of sweet videos. By the way, this really pretty top. It's almost like a bodysuit, jumpsuit, bodysuit. I'm not sure what it is. This is from Dashing Fashion. They've got some gorgeous winter clothing. I'm really in love with this. I think it's so pretty. But you would definitely have to wear something, yeah, underneath. And I'm not, so. Without further ado, let's get straight into the hit and miss of these few Catrice products. Let's go. Okay, so I already prepped my skin and you can kind of see that this face is pretty bad. I haven't been wearing makeup for a full week because I was so sick, apart from the time I did this Selena Gomez video. And I think on Saturday when I worked, I only wore like mascara and foundation. So this face has been bare and it's ready for some makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the foundation we have in here. Let's just open this and see. So, ooh, I see something I like. It says waterproof. Okay, so this is the 24-hour made to stay makeup. Lasts up to 24 hours, perfect coverage, mattifying with antioxidants. And it also says that it's waterproof makeup, that's velvety soft. It gives perfect coverage without a mask effect. And shake before use. So hey, I always feel so nervous when I have to like try out new makeup, like especially because it's on camera. Like you don't know what to expect. If you just sitting by yourself, it's kind of like okay, never mind. But on camera, there's more pressure. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead with my brush and just start applying this. I already prepped my face with some primer, so. Okay, the texture feels quite like lightweight and it is a bit of a runny formula, so I don't think it's a very thick texture. That smells really nice. I don't know, it almost smells like cinnamon. Or maybe I've just been craving Krispy Kreme too much. Those Milk Tart Krispy Kremes, ugh, they're bomb. Bomb diggity. The color actually matches my skin perfectly, which I'm so impressed with. Thank you, Catrice. I do love that it's so lightweight, like it literally feels like I'm just like rubbing water into my skin. It's so lightweight. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the coverage is quite buildable. You can kind of see that it gives you good coverage, which I like buildable coverage foundations because say for instance you're just wearing mascara on the day. I'm never someone who does like full coverage and just mascara. If I do full coverage makeup, I go for like the full shebang. But if you just like doing some natural makeup, this gives you enough coverage to like rock a natural look. And like I said, you can obviously build it up, and that is what's good about it, I'd say. Okay, so looking at the foundation up close, I can definitely see that it does give you a matte effect. It also feels quite matte on the skin. It's almost like it's setting without you having to set it. But I'm still going to set it with a powder because usually I just do that normally. It's not full coverage. Like I don't think it's full coverage, but they don't say full coverage. They say perfect coverage. So I would say perfect coverage is probably the right term to use for this foundation. I must say, I'm actually quite impressed with this foundation. I think that it's gonna be a favorite, especially because it matches my winter skin. We'll have to see how long it lasts. I don't know if I'll be able to do the full long lastness of it. I'll probably try this foundation tomorrow and then comment down below in the comment section and let you guys know. Just because it is like 4 PM now, so I can't really, you know, test the longevity of this foundation's wear. But overall, I would say this foundation is a hit for first impression for me. I love the feel of it, I love the look of it, and yeah, I mean the price is, it says $144.95. I think the only downside with this foundation is that there's no tones for darker skin tones. Like they only have 4 shades. It goes up to warm beige, which I think is probably for someone who would be pretty tan, but darker than that, there's nothing. So that's the only downside. But yeah, the price is pretty good. The quality is pretty good. We'll see how long it lasts. But it looks like a win. Okay, let's see what we have next before setting. We've got the Liquid Luminizer Strobing Pen. This guy looks pretty interesting. What do they say here? There's two different shades. I've got Ready for Champagne. You have a Sleeping Beauty's Rose, which is like more of a pinky undertone. I think this one is more champagne-y. It retails for $79.95. Once again, the price is pretty on point. But let's see if the product is on point. Okay, this is the only part that's always so tedious. Okay, come on now, come on. Okay, wait, I can feel it. Okay, ooh, that looks pretty. That is really pretty. I think this would look amazing if you mix it with this foundation. I actually should have done that, but it's too late for that now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically tap this over all the high points of my face. This is so pretty. Like, I've got another Catrice, I think it's a highlighter pen, which is nice, but I'm not too keen on it because it is kind of cool toned, where this is more warm toned, and I'm actually loving it already. Let's see how it blends, because that's usually the problem with these liquid highlighters. Like, I like doing a very matte look, and then I'll just spray it with setting spray so everything can kind of just, you know what I'm saying. So the problem is with liquid highlighters is that if you set it with a powder, boom goes the highlighter. I really love the color of this highlighter. I feel like highlighter is so difficult to test on camera because you need to put like a ton on in order for it to come up on the camera to like show up. But this is really pretty. What I love about it is that it's not too much. Like, I think this is almost perfect for an everyday glow. I don't know if you guys can see the glow that I have over here, because it is very subtle. It's not like in your face sort of glow, but I think this would be very nice if you mix it with a foundation. I love this shade. It blends in pretty well. It does not cause any patchiness. Like, usually I find with some highlighters like this, it looks patchy over your foundation, especially because you're using a matte foundation as well. But this one gives you that beautiful glow. It looks, your skin looks radiant, healthy, glowy. Yeah, I'm gonna give this guy a little thumbs up there. I don't have the Camouflage Cream or this light and shadow contouring blush. I would have loved to try out this one, the blush, as well as the pink Wake Up Effect Camouflage Cream. I don't know if you guys can see that. I would have loved to try that out, but I don't have that in here. So I don't have any other face products. I'm just going to set my face and apply blush and bronzer and everything. And then we'll move on to brows, which is our next product. Okay, so I set with a powder, which made it super duper matte. But I just want to make sure that I really set that foundation in properly, and then also bronze a little bit of blush. I didn't apply highlighter because I did use setting spray just to wet everything, and you can still now see that little bit of glow coming through the powder, which really gives you that natural glowy feel. But it's not as pretty as it was before I set it with powder. So I would say that if you are going to use this guy, you don't really want to use a lot of powder over it because it won't show up. But I'm going to be brave and just take a little bit more and see if I can kind of dab that over my powder that I've set. Let's see if it cakes up and if it looks pretty. Let's see. Just going to take my finger and just kind of slightly tap that over that area. Still shows up pretty from here I can't actually see that it's caking up, but it's actually giving it a lovely champagne glow. Oh, I'm so in love with this highlighter, or luminizer rather. I keep calling it a highlighter, it's actually a liquid luminizer. Okay, let's see. You guys, okay, you can definitely use that over your powder. Obviously you can't use it over the powder if you haven't set it with a setting spray, because what a setting spray does is it's literally going to melt all the powder into your skin and just get rid of excess powder. So I apply this over that, so my skin is still matte, but it's not like super powdery matte, if that makes sense. So I think that's why this method works, and yes, it's definitely got a thumbs up from me. Okay, so now I want to do the brow product. So this is the Catrice Slim-matic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil that's waterproof. So we got 3 different shades. It retails at $59.95, which is pretty affordable. And it tells you that it's going to give you ultra slim automatic pencil with a fine brush. The waterproof long lasting texture is available in 3 colors. You've got light, medium, dark, and over here I've got the light one, which I don't know if it's going to work for me, because I do like my brows not dark, but like, you know, semi medium-ish. So this spoolie is really nice. I'm always looking for a nice spoolie for my brows, so the spoolie gets a thumbs up. Okay, so let's see if it can talk the talk and walk the walk. Okay, well the pencil is pretty soft and it kind of just glides onto the brows. Usually I had a pencil when it's like so hard, you kind of have to press it into your brow so hard and it hurts. I don't like pencils like that. The color is actually not that light, like it's not way too light. I love the ashy undertone, and oh, no, I don't know, it's like winning my heart over. I think so. Let's just see. It's definitely got a very fine tip. They say here it's got a 1.5 millimeter lead pencil, which is really cool because it helps you, like, even if you just want to do like these little flicky motions to kind of draw hairs in front, that's pretty nice for using that. You guys, I think I have found a new brow product I love. Okay girl, if you are like super blonde, you are not going to like this color, because I would say that this is a medium taupe shade, like it's not really light. But I love it because I like this sort of brow colors for myself. Okay, so straight off the bat, I would have to say that I absolutely love, but with this one, it kind of just glided on my brows. I really love the shade for myself. I think it's perfect. And I love the little spoolie. This one is another thumbs up. Okay, so next up we have this copper palette, the Precious collection. They've got 4 different palettes in this range. You've actually got a nude one, a blossom one with like more pinky rosy undertones, a matte one, and then the copper one. I only see shimmery shades over here and that kind of freaks me out, but so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start by prepping my eyes with a good eyeshadow base. I'm not going to be using the Catrice eyeshadow base because I absolutely don't like that one. So I'm just going to use a different one and then be right back so we can get started with this one. Okay, so looking at the shades, you've actually got pretty shades. I would probably mix this up with like more matte shades. Like I don't think I'll use only this palette. I'm going to take a big fluffy blending brush and start by applying, let's see, what are we going to apply? I think let's do like this really coppery shade and apply that as a transition shade. I'm not a big fan of the other Catrice palettes. Like I love the individual eyeshadows, but I don't like the palettes, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about this one. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon because this color payoff is pretty good. And I kind of really dunked my brush in there, so let me just pick up a little bit and then go over on the side. I do have a lot of fallout though. I don't know if you guys can see that. I honestly thought that this was going to be like a fail, but it seems like, because I feel like the pigmentation of all the other products aren't like too hectic, like it's okay for everyday use, but for someone like me who go quite far, like dramatic with my makeup, I don't really like those palettes because they don't give me enough color payoff. But with this, I am pretty impressed. Like, it's actually not bad. I might have picked up a little bit too much shadow, but I think it's because I really underestimated it. But I actually quite like this look. With a flat shader brush, I'm going to pick up this light shade and then just kind of highlight my brow bones with it. Damn! Impressed. I'm wondering how the matte one would be like, because usually it's the matte shades that are not that nice. Let's go for the shade on the inner corner of my tear ducts. Okay, I think on the lid I'm gonna do like a lighter shade and a darker shade. So let's go for the champagne golden color on the inner corner, and then over here I'm gonna do this plummy, I don't know, it looks more like brown. I don't know, on my finger it looks brown, in the pan it looks like a little bit of a purple undertone. Anyways, I'm going to use that shade. I have a lot of fallout, like I don't like that. That's one thing I really don't like, is all the fallout. I don't know if I'll use this palette on its own though, like just as it is, I don't think I will only use it like this. Let me take a smaller blending brush. I'm going to go in with a sculpt shade and just try and darken up this outer V area over here. Okay, you see, like that's what I'm saying, like it's not as dark as I would want it to be. It's not completely horrible, but it's not like, I feel like a lot of people that are buying these palettes won't really want to go as dark as this even. Some of that sculpt color underneath as well. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below if you like this look. I'm not like a big fan of it, but yeah. So overall for the palette, I'm not going to give it a hit, but I'm not going to give it a complete miss, because there are some shades that I'm impressed with. Like this coppery shade is really pretty, but I don't think I would ever use this on its own. It's not a palette that I would buy and only use this palette on my eyes every day, unless you are all for the shimmer and all for the cool tones and not too dark shades. I would have liked these darker shades to be a little bit darker than what it shows up on the eyes. But overall you can kind of see like this is a pretty smoky everyday sort of look. But yeah, I don't think this guy won my heart over completely. Okay, so time to try out the Catrice Glam Doll Sculpt and Volume mascara. So I like a mascara that's quite defining and lengthening, and then also adds volume later on. But I don't like a mascara that adds volume and then it looks like you've got 3 lashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my lashes because they suck and they're short and they're not nice. And we can totally test out this mascara and see if it's bomb or not. Okay, I really like the brush. It's quite small. And I like small brushes, so we'll see. It defines them nicely, but I can't see that it's lengthening it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this mascara retails at $79.95, which is pretty affordable if you look at other drugstore mascaras, but is it a hit? Not for me. I'm gonna have to say that it's a miss for me, because it did define my lashes and give them separate volume. You prefer having longer lashes, so for me this mascara is not amazing. It might work for you. I love the brush applicator. I will probably use this on my lower lashes. I love the way it makes my lower lashes look, but using this on its own, I probably would not use it on its own. So okay, so the last product I'm trying out is this ombre lipstick. I can't find it, it's not on here. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna roll with it. I don't know what the price is of this. I don't know what they claim, but it looks pretty interesting. There's another brand who's also got a lipstick like this. I don't know if you guys can see. It's got like the little, it's in a diamond shape, I would say, like a diamond shape, and the top part has got a darker pink shade, and then the rest has got a lighter pink. So it's probably supposed to give you that ombre effect. This is in the shade Please Tell Rosy. I feel like my lips are so small, like the lighter shade is not showing as much. I guess you should turn this upside down and like, I don't really see the lighter shade that much. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't see the lighter shade. Maybe from far you can kind of see a little bit of a difference, but it's not that big of a difference. Like, it's not very obvious unless they don't want it to be obvious. But it doesn't really do that. I don't know. From here on the viewfinder, it almost looks like I've got that little bit of lightness on the inside, but up close it doesn't look like that. Maybe they don't want it to be as obvious. If it's that, it's probably what they're going for, but I don't know if I'm such a big fan. Like, I feel like the color is really pretty. It feels quite moisturizing on the lips, but it's so difficult to apply with it looking like this. I have pretty small lips, so I don't know, I struggle applying this, and you don't see that big ombre effect, like you really don't. So I think overall it's a miss for me. I wouldn't really grab this lipstick on an everyday basis. If this is your color, it's pretty nice, but I was expecting to see like a big difference with the ombre effect. Like, if you read ombre, you're expecting to see ombre, and I just don't see it. So okay guys, so that is it from me testing out these new Catrice products. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you would like to try, which one you liked, and also let me know what videos you guys want to see. Obviously I will film them for you, but until my next video, you guys must stay sweet. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Form correct, which I really struggle with because I'm used to weight training, so I'm not used to yoga, stretching, or that sort of thing, so my body's not used to this at all. And then you want to lift your leg up